SoCal's biggest aquarium is part of a program that takes in orphaned sea otter pups and helps them get back out to the wild.
KCAL News reporter Joy Benedict has more on how those pups are learning the skills they'll need to survive from other sea otters.
Inside the aquarium of the Pacific, there is a sea of things to see. But upstairs around the corner and behind the glass is a little sea otter making a splash.
He's wonderful, very playful, very entertaining.
He is a she, affectionately known as 944.
All of our sea otters like to have some ice as some enrichment.
And around back, Megan Smiley has been making sure she feels at home for more than a year.
She first arrived here when she was about 9 weeks old.
944 was the 944th sea otter rescued off the Central Coast. She was separated from her mother, and with no other sea otters available to care for her, she ended up here, unable to go back in the wild. But now she'll be part of a new program to help other stranded pups.
Right now she's getting exposed to the program by being around other juvenile animals and other mom and pup pairs that are going to teach her those maternal instincts.
The aquarium is now part of a sub-program created by the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which teams up stranded pups with mom surrogates to help them return to the wild.
All observations we do are through this camera system.
The surrogacy pools are off limits to visitors as they don't want the pups getting used to humans. So every day, Smiley, who's in charge of the program, and her staff cut up the food and make the long walk to the back and put on a disguise.
We are throwing food over the pool so that they can't see us.
And quietly walk away and watch from afar.
So they're not associating humans with food.
The truth is, our southern sea otters are an endangered species. 100 years ago, they were hunted almost to extinction. And now, one of their biggest dangers is climate change.
More intense storms in their coastal ecosystem, and so the larger the swells, the less likely that the mom and pup are going to be successful to stay together.
Stranded pups and more sharks.
The white sharks are starting to go further north because the water is starting to become warmer farther up the coast than it ever has been.
The Monterey Bay Aquarium started the surrogacy program 20 years ago for the pups left behind, but ran out of room when 944 was found last year. But now this aquarium will help bridge the gap by taking some of the pups.
That's a really good idea. Anything that preserves them.
And although this little swimmer is still too young to be a surrogate, 944 will someday leave this viewing pool and help another pup learn the skills needed to swim back out to sea. Joy Benedict, KCAL News.